Alright, quick update on OGN. So I've been saying this for my past few videos. The OGN is really setting up to be a contrarian trade. You can see as the market moves down, OGN decides to move up. And as Bitcoin decides to have a pump, OGN kind of just sits there and, sits in Bitcoin's dust basically. So very interesting what we're seeing right now. If we look at the smaller time frames, you can see we've run into our first resistance, which I talked about in our last video, and that is your 618 Fibonacci. I'm going to get rid of this fib in a moment because there's too much on my screen as it is, but you can see this purple line here. This is your 618 fib from the most recent low to high. I'll get rid of that. We don't need that anymore. So what's OGN doing now? Well, we are having a slight correction, but I would just like to highlight on the daily squeeze mon, which is the squeeze momentum indicator, the bulls have taken over this uptrend, and I would like to show you what happened since our last momentum shift. The last momentum shift, let's talk about the bearish momentum shift in terms of how the bears lost control and the bulls took over, and then I'll show you because we're doing the exact same thing now. The last time the bears lost control is when these dark red candles started to come in. That means that the bears are losing control, and on the 28th you can see we were here at 27 cent. We had a momentum shift right here, and we rallied 210% from these dark red candles all the way until to the end of these light green candles. And then you can see the momentum shift. We started putting in dark green candles, and we only bottom once these dark red candles start to come in. So why is this interesting? Why do you care? Well, we're finally seeing that push back up to the upside, and the last time we saw this, we were gearing up for a huge move after a consolidation and correction. So I think the way that we're sitting right now, where we're just kind of below the 618 fib and we're just above the 200-day moving average, is going to be very nice for us to consolidate. You could also argue we could be consolidating in something like a bull flag. Obviously we've only got like 3 wicks, so it is kind of degenerative for me to draw something like this, but you can see we're in a bullish pennant, a bull flag, whatever you want to call it. We're exponentially increasing. We're above the 200-day now, and these daily EMA ribbons are starting to fire to the upside. And what I really wanted to talk about is these 4-hourly EMA ribbons have fired back bullish. So OGN is still looking good to me. I still do have my price target up here at $1. I didn't want to make this a long video, just a quick update on some momentum shifts that we're having. So the bigger picture looks like the bulls are taking control of these uptrends. In the lower time frames, bears have basically lost it and bulls are coming back on the 1-hourly. On the 4-hourly, bulls are kind of just chilling out since this local top. It would be nice to see some consolidation between these EMA ribbons, the short-term moving average, your 200-day moving average, which basically converge into the same level, and this resistance up here at the 618 fib. So once we have a solid break, what should we look for? Well, once we take out 70 cent and put a couple of 4-hourly closes in, have a nice back test, because as you can see, we previously came up, just went straight down. So I'd be looking to come up, back test it, and then once we start to lift up, I'd expect that we'd come all the way up to $1, which has been our price target since we were at 85 cents. So that is all I've got for you today for OGN. Just a quick update to let you know that the bulls are still in control. We're having a nice push up in the more macro time frame, and in the smaller time frames, we're really converging between these moving averages and this resistance up here at the 618 fib. So I'm liking what we're seeing. A little cool off for the next day or so will do OGN some good, as we will be able to reset the momentum indicators and have a much bigger push up when needed. That is all I see for OGN. Best of luck if you're in it. Once again, none of this is financial advice. It is just my opinion on the market, and you've always got to do what's best for you. Cowboy out. Peace.